Hi there, everybody. It's Agnes from Keshen Goodman Public Library. I'm with you today as part of Halifax Public Library's Human Library. I wanted to show you this craft that I made. It's a cereal box puppet theater. I wonder if you can guess which book I was thinking about when I made it. You're right. I was thinking about Dragons Love Tacos. I have a knock-knock joke for you. Knock, knock. Ben. Been wanting to make a dragon all day. I wonder if you would like to help me. It's a craft that you can do with things you would normally find in your recyclables. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Here we are. I have a dragon that I've already finished so that I can show you what we're working toward. You see he made from a paper towel roll, and in the back there's a little part where I can attach a stick to use him as a puppet. If I push up and down, he opens his mouth and tries to eat his taco. Yum, 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 yum. Let's get started on a different color one. These are the things you're going to need. Paper towel roll. I painted mine because I had some yellow and blue and red paint. But if you don't have paint, you can always cover your paper towel roll in whatever color paper you want your dragon to be. Just make sure you glue it all really well so that when you start to cut out your dragon, the paper doesn't come off in strange places. You can use a glue stick or white squeeze glue. It really doesn't matter, whatever you have. I have a little dragon template head here that I'm going to use. I also have scraps of paper that I've painted or colored in the right color for my dragon. This one's going to be to attach to his back, as I did with the blue one back here. So that's going to be to open his mouth and close his mouth and attach his wings to. From scraps, I've cut out some arms already. So I've got a scrap here from another piece. And I've already cut out and colored a tongue and some teeth for the inside of his mouth. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need scissors. It's useful to have markers, glue, paper scraps, those kinds of things. I've also cut out his wings already from a scrap of yellow paper. So I just drew a template for that. I've attached a PDF template. You can look at it and then draw your own from what you see. Let's go ahead and get started. Put his nose at the edge. So even if you're doing it without a template, you'll start with a nose at the edge. We're going to cut it out. Those points are going to be for his ears. Right around there. But we're going to leave his neck attached to the body, so you see when I get there, I'm not going to cut anymore. I'm going to go around the other side now of his head to his other ear. And the other side of his neck. This part is going to be excess. So we're just going to go ahead and cut from one side of the neck to the other. Like that. Now we have the dragon's head. There we go. This dragon is also going to need a tail. So right straight down the middle from his neck, we're going to go for a tail down here. And I'm just going to go a pointy tail. Now around front, he's probably going to want some feet, which will be attached to legs. So you can see from the head, pretty much down from where his ear is, we're going to put a leg there. And another leg kind of below where the other ear is, right there. And we're just going to go ahead and cut up to the tail from each part of the foot. Or back down from the tail, doesn't really matter. And I'm going to cut a little dip for his belly. just like that. You might want to give him some toes. We can do that by cutting little triangles out from the bottoms of the feet. There's one foot. Around back, where we're going to attach the stick that we'll use him for him to be used as a puppet, we're going to need a little hole in the back here below the neck. So I'm just going to use the scissors to punch a little hole and then cut it out a little bit so that my strip of paper will fit in, or cardboard is what I've actually used, and I've painted it. And I'll just make sure that goes in nicely. There we go. That's going to go up to the roof of his mouth. I'm just going to tape this one on. Normally I would glue it and maybe even hold it with a clothespin or a paper clip until it was completely dry. But just to make things a little faster, to show you, I'm just going to tape it. I can glue it a little later. And you see, that lets us open his mouth and close it. When we want to put the wings on, it's a good idea to open the mouth pretty much all the way so that you can still open the mouth when the wings are on. So we're going to do that. And again, I'm just going to tape it, and that's just to make things a little bit faster. Same with the arms. Ah, the tape is stuck to my finger. There we go. So he's starting to come together now. And I will just tape his arms onto his wings. As you can see, I've already done that with the blue dragon. I'm going to tape his arm back here. I want this one to curl this way, so I'm going to tape this arm on this wing. And again, I can glue it later. This is just to show you how to get them together. And the other arm, which curves around his tummy, is going to get taped onto the other wing. There we go. And that way, when we move his mouth, his wings and his arms move as well. Should we give this dragon some eyes? How about, I have a black marker here, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw some eyes on its head. Couple little spots where his nose will be, and I can trim it off around here. I already cut out the inside of his mouth and colored it, so that's going to go right in here. Again, I'm going to use tape, and that's just so it'll be a little faster so I can show you that I've glued all of those parts on this guy. Now, when we open his mouth, you see his teeth and his tongue. Yum, 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 yum. Because he wants to eat tacos, of course. I think we'll give him an orange tummy. What do you guys think? So right here, we can just draw a tummy in the middle. And I can color it orange at some point. I don't want to take up a lot of time doing that right now. But you'll see I'll just fill it in a bit. then, to make tacos, here's what I did. I have some scraps of paper. Those are my paper clips that I've been using to keep things glued together while the glue is drying. I just had the lid that I was going to put in recycling. I traced around it to make a circle. I cut that out, usually 2 at a time, making lots of tacos. Doesn't matter if it's exactly perfect. Tacos are never exactly perfect. And once you have that, if you fold it not quite centered, then you see you can glue bits of green and orange and red for lettuce and tomatoes and cheese, so that you can give your dragon a nice taco. But remember, don't give your dragon spicy salsa. Or if you do, then your dragon might breathe fire. I made some fire with just the yellow scraps of paper and by coloring with some orange crayons. Or you can use orange markers, it really doesn't matter which. So there, now we have a nice yellow dragon. Maybe we should take him back to the puppet theater. I hope you guys had fun making a dragon. Oh, look, yellow dragon. It looks like blue dragon and red dragon are here too. And there's lots of tacos for you guys to share. I hope there's no spicy salsa. If you're interested in reading Dragons Love Tacos or Dragons Love Tacos too, you can find them on OverDrive or Hoopla, and they're free with your library card. Hope you had some fun today.